Ever since evolution was discovered in 1858, humans have tried to find out what they were before now, so I will finally be answering that question today, using the greatest and most advanced scientific technology, the 2008 video game, Spore. See, we're already learning new things. We never knew the humans crash landed on the Earth from a meteor. We started out as this red thing, but that can't do. Humans were never weird red things, so I made them better, yes, much better. We quickly blasted through Cell Stage, murdering everything on sight. And now, I had legs, and I decided for some reason to make this weird monkey thing. I mean, what is this? And like that, the humans left the ocean and moved to land. I quickly found a species that lived right next to us, so I did what I do with all my neighbors. I murdered them. There can only be one. I feasted on their bodies in victory. This was a great day for us. Our first victory. One of them even went into the ocean to try and escape us. But then he flew into space. I don't know if that counts as escaping us, but I don't care. Then I found these weird slug things, and I made friends with them. And like that, my IQ went from 3 to 8. Soon we'll get to the 100 we have now. But with that, we gained the ability to work together. Something that I think we forgot how to do later on. But ignoring that, it was time for arms. And a better mouth. I made sure to make them jacked. Each one of them will have the strength of a Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Therefore, we are already unstoppable. With this, we were stronger than ever. To prove our strength, we destroyed the creatures we murdered first cousins. Things were looking up for us. So then I tried to make friends with this alien thing. But then they didn't want our friendship. Just like everybody else. And later, I found someone that finally wanted my friendship. But as things were going well, an epic came and murdered me just before we became besties. We was this goddamn close. Not even my own species wanted to be around me anymore. They left me for a new nest, but I would find them and return, stronger than ever. And I took a stick with me. Then I found some big worms. They said we were bad at dancing, so I murdered their entire race, just like an anime character I know would do. And finally, I found them. The people we became friends with, but not besties. We finally got to finish becoming best friends with whatever these things are. I mean, look at them. What are they? I was talking about Dwayne The Rock Johnson with these birds, when suddenly my IQ went up for some reason. Again, it was now 15. My power was growing. And even more good news, I had found a nest. My species was almost ready for world domination. With this new power, we went up against some big dinosaur bird things, easily murdering me. So I'd say world domination would take 1, maybe 2 hours. We went on adventures meeting new things and creatures, like these pears, or these massive heads. I never knew killing small ogres made me smarter. And now, with killing those ogres, we had an IQ of 23. Not even that close, not even a quarter. We will get there eventually, because I have hope. Then we came across some cows. Some weird cow things. But like a man once said,
have you seen milk? I mean, I'm just saying.
We tried to become friends with the cows. We got close, but we didn't get close enough. They wouldn't join me on my quest to conquer the earth. We tried over and over again, but it still didn't work. We needed to step up our game, so we used our talents as best as we can. And now, we became friends with a bunch of cows. Probably one of humankind's greatest ever achievements. Nothing tops that, and I don't care what you say. Now, with a nice beverage to drink, and a mobile dispenser, we were doing good. Everything was nice. World domination almost swept my mind. I almost felt at peace with the world. But then as things were going well, a rogue came and started attacking us. So we had to fend him off, losing one of our men in the process. But even after all that, we still weren't strong enough. My people, sad about that, decided to leave me behind. All I had was a cow. I killed some mutant birds to get my anger out. Then, as I was walking, I found the rogue. He may have been an enemy, and he may have wronged us in the past, but he looked sad, and I wanted to become friends with him. We sang better than we ever had before, this time with friendship instead of lust for power. And the rogue befriended us and joined us. This was a great day for us. Then we made it back to the nest. My people were so happy that we skyrocketed up, IQ bigger than it had ever been before. It was at 50. Still, not at the gold 100, but we had far to go. I made the human's final form. From monkeys to people things, whatever this is. We were physically complete, but we still had far to go mentally. I mean, they don't even have anxiety or depression yet. This is very unreal. But now, we had houses, and we still had a cow. For milk. Very important. My priorities are fairly straight, if I do say so myself. But as we were getting food for the village, a new village came along. The Brown Village. We wanted to make a good first impression, so we planned a concert with them. This can't go wrong in any way. But the humans didn't have any form of currency yet, so we had to use royalty-free music. But everyone likes royalty-free music. What? We even got some nice clothes for the concert. We got our instruments and went over there. They loved our version of Kevin MacLeod's Carefree. Just like that, we became friends. And we used the power of friendship to magically get our houses bigger and increase our knowledge. The humans were looking up, but 3 new villages appeared. I mean, how do they keep coming here? Where's the option to learn teleportation? Why isn't anyone telling me this? As I was looking at a big bug thing, the green village attacked. We used our horns to beat them to death, just like a normal Monday. To be nice, we got their dead bodies and gave them back to them as a gift. And just like that, they let us put on a concert there. But they did not like our concert. Somehow they overpowered us, so I let my village members there to die. And we used all the humans that I left behind. We made a very fast repopulation. I mean, how fast can these guys just repopulate? It's crazy. And these guys got over the death of everyone they ever knew and loved so fast. So I got some maracas, and we put on another concert with the same people that killed us. For this one, we put on another one of Kevin MacLeod's great songs, Call to Adventure. And this was a massive success. Now we had 2 people to blindly ignore as they gave us gifts, just like my normal friends. In celebration, we got some stone clubs and murdered some animals, just like a normal Tuesday. As the murdering was finishing up, Koi Village was stealing our food, so we killed the ones that were here. Then they tried to murder us or raid our village, one of the two. It gets confusing. But even if Clay Village wasn't that strong, they brought friends, Pink Village. Pink Village wasn't that strong. Most of my men were just watching as we took them down. There was even a Brown Village member watching us commit mass murder, so we all ate some food and called it a day. But then I noticed Clay Village was sweeping in, so I attacked them. They woke up to the sound of death. Luckily, they weren't that awake, making them easy to take down. Wait, that must be why we lost earlier. We didn't get enough sleep. Damn it, Jelly, he was playing songs all night. You goddamn bastard, Jelly. I was so mad, I went and attacked a bunch of purple people. Then they started showing us their martial arts, but we hadn't invented that yet, so we were no match. After watching Karate Kid, we were ready. I mean, look at us, we lapped the 4 of them. But then, we got interrupted. Yellow Village. Yellow Village hated Kevin MacLeod, so they had to die. And so they did. This was an easy win for humans. We did a victory dance in celebration. Later we remembered that Purple was still alive, so we finished them for good. They stood no chance with that. Only 1 village was left. I installed some didgeridoos for the extra sound, and I updated our merch so we could look cooler. I mean, look at us. We got our instrument and immediately got attacked by Orange Village. Seriously, where do you learn teleportation in this game? It's annoying. After we used persuasion to get rid of them, we tried using gifts, but this bug thing got in the way, so we disposed of it. After a long time harvesting the bug, we finally got to the concert with Orange Village. There were only 2 of them there, making it even easier, so we played one of Kevin MacLeod's music. one of the best ones ever. Wallpaper. With that concert becoming a massive success, we smashed into civilization stage. I even made a house. But this could be hard, so we decided to solve our problems, just the way humans do, using money and capitalism. We will use money to solve our problems. First I needed to conquer the spice trade, so I did. That was pretty easy. I also won over a village. Word contacted us, wanting to be allies. Mind this, I didn't actually know how to play civilization stage using money, but I did want friends, so I gave that nation some of our money, and then I learned how to set up a trade route. With that, I started buying everything, and making as many trade routes as possible. The entire globe became my trade route. I owned the globe. Whenever someone wanted to talk to me, I gave them money, then shoved them away and never talked to them again. With this, we were doing good. I went AFK for a bit to get even more money, which worked fantastically well. Until a fourth nation interrupted me. I hate that guy. After a bit more time than I would like to say, I learned how to buy a city. With that, I whipped out the rest of my days, buying city. Anytime someone was mad at me, I gave them a bunch of money, then they left me alone. Eventually, we learned how to make planes. This just made things even easier. I spent all the rest of my days buying cities. Then I started to think to myself, is using my money for power and putting it before everything else a good idea? I used to have a wife and kids, but now, wait, I just bought the final city, I now rule the world, money is great, and like that, we even went on as normal. And like that, everything went on as normal from there. A country lost a war to birds, we sent someone to the moon, and funny fails were invented. Some of those might have happened before I conquered the world, but it happened, okay?